The tags say adventure game, indie game, and mystery. That's cool. I guess we're playing a mystery for scary month or something. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is gonna be cut out of a longer video, but what up YouTube? We're gonna be fucking playing Edith Finch. Let's go. Because I trophy hunt for video games, and actually this is supposed to be, I am pretty excited to play this, because this is actually supposed to be a pretty good game from what I've heard. Just turn that down slightly on my end. Dude, that motherfucker's going hard on that organ. I respect it. Mystery Scary Month Pog. Hell yeah. Oh, I can move. I didn't realize I could move here. You think it's just a title screen, but you can actually move your camera around. And we are technically moving still, like it is actually like progressing in the water still. Oh, I didn't realize I had to look down, that's my bad. Okay, was triangle the button? Is triangle the button to do that? That's weird.
This isn't going to make sense to you.
Whoa, hold on a second. Dang it. I was hoping for there to be an option to turn on the subtitles, but I guess not. Oh well.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning.
I mean, granted, I guess you could say the book is the subtitle, but whatever. Walking simulator.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh boy, we got a real Rapunzel situation going on here. Hey, what up? Give me your mail. Okay, now triangle is to pause for some reason. Okay, R1 is to interact with stuff.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, good to see we're opening it immediately. That's fine. Oh, hold on. I don't get to open it? Oh, no. Well,
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
That's actually cool how that pops up. I like it. Like, it pops up on certain parts of the environment. Oh, and then when you... That's cool. When you open it, it, like, breaks open. That's pretty dope. I dig it. This game's pretty, pretty, I guess. I can just end the sentence there. It's pretty. Looks nice. Like, in the area of the world I live in.
My
Damn
mother
it.
left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
It unlocked the heart-shaped box she has. I don't know. But yeah, this looks kind of a little bit similar to where I live.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
A boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. Alright. The Finches. So obviously we go down here to keep going to the place, but we're not going to do that. We're going to avoid the... Oh, actually, can we go either way? Are we going to get choice in our video game? Okay, looks like maybe we're not.
I've driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, maybe we are. Shit. Okay. Alright. Approach slowly. Everybody shut the hell up. Approach slowly. He's looking at us. It's cool. It's cool. Everybody be cool. No sudden movement. No, get back. Alright, unfortunately, we scared the deer. We scared the buck, that silly little fuck, and he's gone. Luckily, He ran right into my bear trap. No,
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
there's no period on that sentence, so it's actually this is
But now I
a
have
very bad
questions
game.
about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Yeah, this is actually the prequel to Monster House, that like weird fucking 3D film that would play on Halloween sometimes on Cartoon Network that I never actually sat and watched, but apparently the house ate people or some shit. Okay, so I could have went this way, and the completionist in me is gonna make me go this way because I want to see what's here. Apparently, nothing is missable.
The
For
woods around the house have
oh
always
hey,
been uncomfortably silent.
look at that! You get a trophy for backtracking. Isn't that cool?
As if they're about to say something but never do.
Yeah, the woods feel like it'd be too awkward to mention something. I don't even have to follow the path. I can just vaguely run around. Or I guess walk. Well, I don't know. It's like a brisk walk, I guess. Hello. Howdy, Jersey Blues. How you doing? Your name is Jersey Blues, and your name is Blue. Checks out to me. Welcome. This is my first playthrough of Edith Finch. That's fun. I'm a funny little trophy hunter, or at least I tell myself I'm funny. I'm definitely a trophy hunter. At least that part's definitely true. But I'm good. Thanks for asking. Oh yeah, you would. Okay, you're achievement hunter. I respect it. I respect it. The grind of the challenges knows no platform. I guess whether you're doing Steam, Xbox, Switch, whatever the fuck, PlayStation. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I figured I've been kind of waiting on this game for a bit, but like I was hearing good things about it, and I realized I actually owned it because of I guess some PlayStation Plus thing must have gave it to me or something. And so I'm
The
playing
house
the
was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
this house. There's like something specifically that this house reminds me of in terms of the shape. Like it looks like some weird ass like. It's not. Is it like Foster's Home? I'm gonna look up Foster's Home for a minute. Give me a second here. Foster's Home. Okay, let's look at the and then images and house. Let's look at house. Of course, if I could spell it right, that'd be great. Yeah, that is kind of vaguely what it reminds me of a little bit. Not entirely, but anyway. How many plats do I have? Let's take a look. It should be 181, I think. Yeah, 181. Um, yeah, I did Pac-Man Museum recently. I'm working on Yakuza 4 right now, although obviously not right now, but whatever. Edith Finch is gonna be the next one, and then Edith Finch again on PS5 when I have to replay it. Um, or if the trophy or if the save file transfers and unlocks everything, that's cool too. I don't mind that. But yeah. Oh, hold on. Is this like a map for? Oh, it's like a family. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we got Eddie, Sven, Barbara, Molly, Calvin, Sam, Walter, Odin, Kay. I don't know who Engelborg is. Like it seems like I don't know, he's not completely with us or something. Gregory, Gus, Don, Sanjay, and then we got like the current day, which is Lewis, Milton, and Edith. And apparently that's what we look like. I guess we're standard northwestern forest girl, I guess. Nice, I've completed 23 games, I think, and I have a 102k gamer score. That's cool. Gamer score is... I never know 100% how to calculate the gamer score, because I know it's like 1,000 for like a quote-unquote platinum, right? 100%. But then I know they added in like DLC stuff that like adds an additional...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Uh,
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Yeah, the
I was
words.
afraid of the house.
Yeah, afraid of the house because it looks like you got a fucking Cinderella tower in it for some reason. This game is one of the games I completed. Hell yeah. Well, hopefully you'll enjoy the playthrough. I don't have a guide pulled up. Usually with certain games I'll have a guide pulled up. This is not a game, especially because it said there was chapter select, so I don't really feel the need to like have any sort of like thing pulled up for like knowing when to get in or not.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
No. This is where we beat the door down with an axe. Here's Johnny. What the hell? Oh, I had to lift it up.
Looking
Okay.
in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Can't say I know anyone named Edith in my real life. Not a very, I guess, outdated name. Oh, hey, wind chime, nice. Like, where I used to live, I don't live this area anymore, but, like, where I used to live, like, the neighbor had, like, a wind chime on their thing, and, like...
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a
It's
lot
very
easier
calming
when
to
I
have
was
that.
11.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, when it's a size for a dog, yeah, I guess that makes sense. There's gonna be no chance that the fucking light works here, but we'll try it anyway.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ooh, when we left on the big old, camping trip that changed everything. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we left for. I'll figure it out, though. Usually games are 1K gamer score each, but there are some that are higher, to be honest. Yeah, that's the one thing I like about PlayStation more than the Xbox in terms of the system of, like, achievements and stuff. Like, when they keep adding more and more, like, DLC stuff, but yet it's still, like, 1,000 score or whatever the fuck. At least, I don't know, that's kind of the impression I've got with it. Maybe I'm wrong with that.
I felt
But,
like
like,
I was home.
I like the system of, like, a platinum where it's, like, at the very least, everyone will know that, like, hey, I did the 100% back when the game, like, initially dropped. And whether or not they add in additional DLC or something, you know, that's, like, besides the point. Because some games, it's like, I don't know, like, you have to buy the DLC, obviously.
There were just memories of one.
And I feel like it's unfair to say, like, I haven't 100% of that game because, like, I didn't buy the DLC. Like, I don't know, to me, personally, I feel like that's... If you 100% the main game, you 100% the game, personally. Maybe you can make an argument for, like, free DLC, I guess. Like, Bugsnax is a good example, because it's free DLC. But...
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, Molly's the cat. Okay, well, now we know that Molly down there is a cat. Cool. Dude, apple pie. That actually does not look like a good apple pie, to be honest. Like, it almost, like, the crust on top there almost looks like chips rather than, like, a normal-ass pie crust. If more achievements are added on the Xbox, there's no way to say, hey, I've completed this, so you have to get the rest again for it to be completed? Yeah.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
I do like the system, though, of Xbox of having, like, a total gamer score. I think that's cool. I mean, the closest you get on that for PlayStation is, like, trophies. Like, I'm trophy level 506, but, like, I mean, it's harder to tell because the higher you go up, like, the harder it is to climb.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Yeah. Can I zoom in? There we go. Hell yeah, look at all 6 of those pixels. Looks like a fun family. You know, standard, hanging out, going on a boat, camping, living near like a body of water, marine, I guess, a dock, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or a port, I guess is a better word for it. Ooh, what's back here? We'll find out maybe eventually. I don't know. Okay, so we got Eddie here, which I guess is wheelchair bound.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh, Edie. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, I guess that makes sense then. Yeah, so Edie, great grandmother, whatever.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There
Oh,
was
you know.
just
Oh,
too
there we go.
much of
Yeah.
it. Like a
Thank you very much for
smile
the
with too
follow.
many teeth.
Like a smile with no teeth. That's just a baby smiling, right?
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Oh, that's cool then. Oh, hey, actually, yeah, I can look down. Look, I got the Nathan Drake ring. Classic. I can't. Oh, there we go. I was trying to see my shoes. We have black shoes, purple laces. Dope. Green jacket, blue kind of almost turtleneck looking shit. Can I see? Like, yeah, it's like a raincoat thing. Pants wise, what do we got? We got like it's like brown pants. And then gloves look like are like oh, it's like just the sweater still or turtleneck or whatever the fuck. All right, cool. Yeah, it just looks like pretty standard family photos. Like, yeah, this definitely looks like a place that was lived in quite a bit. But oh, here's where the dog was. Yeah, I couldn't imagine like keeping a bunch of books on the floor like this. Near like a dog bed. I feel like the dog would like completely fuck this place up. They seem very well like read though. Like they're very trying to be like worldly, I guess is a word I could use.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Okay, so Barbara is the grandmother, presumably, and Sven is the great grandfather. Edie is the great grandmother, so those two are getting married. Yeah, so we're getting the we're starting to get the timeline here, or not timeline, the
Mom always told me to stay out of
whatever.
the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Yeah, key doesn't really do it. Okay, so we've already been here. See if there's anything else over here this way. Yeah, classic. Oh yeah, this is where we came from initially. All right, cool. Went through that way. Oh, so we never came through this way specifically, but like it doesn't matter because it just leads back to where it was before. I wonder if we can open the door from the other side. I
My
don't know if
mom
that's
wasn't
needed.
much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Ooh, missing. What do we got here? If you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police. Yeah, and then like a number. Milton Finch. Huh. Okay. We're definitely getting some nice little bits. Oh, look, they have one of those fucking like chairs that bring you up the stairs. That's cool. Anytime I see that now, anyway, like I mean, I've seen it.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be rough as like a mother. But yeah, anytime I see like something like that now, like it reminds me of like Hitman,
Then Edie retaliated
2016.
and drilled peepholes.
Ooh. Huh? Edie sounds like a fun
I
fun, tell you
spent
that
a
much.
lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Yeah, we got Uncle here. What do we
He
got?
always told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I keep hitting triangle by accident. Alright, time to find out if this is the key. We did it. Alright. Damn it. I was trying to back out of it because I don't want to like
Turns
continue
out,
the next
my
part of the
mom's
story.
really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay, good. At least I can kind of like dick around somewhere else here real quick. Because I want to explore just a little bit more before we decide to, press onward here. I have to wonder if there's certain things I could have interacted with before I did that. Because obviously now we know that the key isn't part of that, but like maybe the game would have been like, oh, you can try the key here. My friend Bigfoot. Oh, so she started movies. That's cool.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so she was a child movie star, and that's probably why this house is like as big as it is.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
The classic crazy ass facial hair like that, dude. I can't believe people used to wear facial hair like that. That's definitely a statement for sure.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Where does the cord lead to? Where we go? That's like plugged into there. I don't know why we don't unplug it. I suppose we don't need to or something. Alright. Time to return back to our ocean room. Wrong way. Easy peasy. Yeah, if you're still here, Jay, what are you working on right now?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
He discovered the truth, and that's why he disappeared. He was murdered by your mother to keep the secret of the fact that she...
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
I thought there'd be like a cooler reveal here. Well,
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I don't know where all this is gonna lead either, but we'll find out.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Yeah, definitely some weird shit happening here in Finch Manor. Definitely not like normal behavior. Not to mention like weird, like I'm cutting up a starfish for some reason, like I'm gonna scalpel a starfish for science. Strange. Whatever.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Yeah,
I
that's
woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Alright, time for you to eat the basketball. Actually, no, that's not a basketball.
My
What is
Halloween candy was all gone.
Dang. So that's interesting. So, like, it's gonna put us back in time as we read other people's stuff. I don't know if it's gonna happen, like, multiple times. I would think so.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ooh, alright, that's interesting. I suppose it doesn't really matter too much what we choose here in terms of, like, using this character, because either way she ends up either dead or gone or whatever.
I kept eating and eating.
I wouldn't have done that. I would not have done that. That's a bit
Then
rough.
I heard chirping outside my window. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Yeah, well, you know what? She can go back to her nest after I'm done looking in this other area here.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Aren't those the berries you're not supposed to eat? I don't know. We're a little too far in to worry about like whether or not this is good for the child. I do like that the character's like lower down, so like you tell it's a child.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
That's not good. We're gonna end up eating the bird, aren't we?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yeah, we got some dope-ass platforming going on. Some cat forming, if you want to call it that.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Come on, Dad. Give me the attention I so deserve. Damn it, just like real life. How do I... Huh. Yeah, what do I do here? I wonder. Well, I can clearly make it to here, so you would think that means that I have to do something... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know if there's any particular reason to be up here, but I figured why not, right?
The babies were all gone.
Yeah, see, the game seems to reward you for, like, checking other areas, even if they don't really mean much in terms of the story. Yo, what up? Yeah, what up, Infested? How you doing? Welcome, I'm playing, you should probably have this game, too, if you grabbed it at one point when it was free on PlayStation. It's, like, supposed to be a spooky game, What Remains of Edith Finch. Does this game even have platinum? It doesn't even have platinum. Damn. Alright, well. I guess we're not gonna platinum the game, but we will play it anyway. Damn, I didn't, I really thought that this was gonna be a platinum. Damn it. Oh well. Can I make that jump? Probably not. No. So they probably want me to go back up here, because I went up here at one point. Oh yeah, the bird's right here. Yep.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Yeah, no shit, you've been chasing her for fucking like 10 minutes. Come on, though. I'd be tired of that shit, too.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Well, that's rude. I mean, yeah, Mama Bird here is trying her best, and you're just gonna be a dick and eat her.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I have to wonder whether or not this is like a real, like, whether or not in the universe of this game, whether this is real or whether this is like the child just having like crazy like imagination. It looks like a crazy game. Yeah, it's very odd. I like it so far, but it's definitely odd. It's a unique experience. They have this whole like mystique of like what the fuck is happening with this family happening, and they seem like they're slowly dripping it. Like drip feeding it. I didn't realize I could, Alright, hold on. If I come back around, I might be able to see these rabbits again. What the fuck? This is weird, man. Wow, they really want my ass to, like, try to hunt these things, huh? Strong storyline game? Yeah. Yeah, seems like it. Yeah, we're gotta go. Talk to you soon, bro. Have fun, yeah. Catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, we got one.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Jeez, this kid's a fucking
Swallowed
psycho.
one, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Alright. We cannot be quenched by the thirst of a rabbit. We must consume higher. Perhaps a dog.
A mama rabbit.
But I mean, yeah, I guess a mama rabbit could do. Oh, there it is. Fuck. It does seem quite odd, though, that you would move from a rabbit to a slightly bigger rabbit. I was kind of expecting, like, a bigger jump. What the hell is that thing at? It's I gotta say, for this section, it's kind of hard to, like, if you initially can see it and go for it, that's one thing. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to line it up properly for this particular section.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay, I guess we're a fucking shark now. That's neat. Okay. Alright, cool. Cool. This is what this game Falling Shark Simulator 2022. Looking pretty great this year. Definitely a Game of the Year
I
contender.
rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Okay, this makes more sense.
I was hungrier than ever.
Dun 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 dun.
I ate fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Yeah, this kid is like fucking genuinely psycho. It's one thing to like, oh, I ate a bird or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I was a cat that ate a bird. But, like, it's like, I don't know, just weird to go through a bunch of different things that you're
I
eating.
was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I fucking... What am I? Am I an octopus? What the fuck?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna go full cannibal, huh? I mean, I assume I just keep going. Yeah, I can't really look up, so I just gotta keep going, I guess.
I was big, and I moved real quiet.
I don't know about real quiet. That sounds loud as fuck. Oh, okay. Me when I murder random people on a fucking boat for some reason. I was thinking I was at least like a squid or something, but I guess I'm not. Damn, I can't do anything with the yellow boots. What a shame. You know what that means? If there's yellow boots here, there has to be the man in the yellow hat. We can eat both him and Curious George. Kill both those sons of bitches in one go.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Alright, cool. This kid is definitely a kid that would fucking, that would torture animals. Which is, yeah, it's like a first sign of, like, being a sociopath. This music is loud as fuck, dude. Very, very loud. Can I eat the bird? Nope. The bird made it away just in time. It has finally escaped my wrath. Not a little bit too much in the corner.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Alright, I guess we're swimming. Are we still this weird tentacle monster? Oh yeah,
I
we are.
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I can't imagine anything would smell good inside of a pipe, but you know. Like in terms of like some old sewer pipe, but I guess I could be wrong here. Yo, we're exiting out into the fucking bathroom from Goldeneye. We're gonna eat up a bunch of Russian guards. Let's go.
I got closer and closer.
I got closer and closer and closer. Oh, is the idea that I'm gonna eat my parents? Because this looks like now we're back in the fucking original house. All my stomachs?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay, you're fucking weird, kid. You are very fucking weird. Alright. Yeah, Molly's a bit of a freak. The question is whether or not this is real.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, that's cool. So we get to fill in like what they looked like as we continue further. So it lets us know that we're like furthering the story. I wonder if we end up having one for every character. Huh. Well then.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah, you know, her, probably that thing. That tentacle thing. That could easily explain why she imagined, like, tentacle stuff. Is because it's this weird, like, plushy creature thing that she has that ends up being a, I guess that, I mean, it looks like a jellyfish, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely could be the just overactive imagination of a child, but the game's presenting in such a way that like it could be either thing, and I like that actually. I hope it gets answered by the end of it, what like whether this thing is real or not, or at the very least I hope it keeps delivering in interesting ways, because this could very easily become like one note.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Yeah, the past of the fact that
So,
this kid's fucking
when we
weird.
adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, see, earlier I was wondering, yeah, because it sounded like they were talking about a cat when they said Molly, but yeah, so there's a girl named Molly, and they named the cat after her, presumably after she died.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
You can hear the whole knitting thing.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Well, that's super anticlimactic. Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Finch family ponds. Celebration turns to mourning, probably is what it says. Fuck, I will say that is a cool looking slide, dude. Could you imagine growing up having a slide that looks like that? I've never had a slide that looks that cool. Like even at like water parks and stuff. I mean, yeah, there's like cool like turns and like whatever, right? But a slide that has a dragon head out the end of it, like that's dope as hell. Also, I guess we live in Sweden or something. Is that Sweden? That might be Norway. And the name is Sven, so it's definitely not like just standard English. But Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
I mean, that's irresponsible, but at the same time, it is pretty funny because I definitely know some older people that are like that. And they're just like super stuck in their way. It's like, yeah, why not?
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Ooh, so there's an original Edith. Sam Photo Award conspiracy now. What the hell? Sam something ceremony. My friend Bigfoot. Oh, that's that movie for the little kid. Something Edith interview. This is probably like the original Edith. Random junk. Weird America. What does it say? Weird America, the finest. What the hell? What did that actually say? Oh, the Finches. Oh, sorry. I was expecting it to be a word, not the name. Home movies. Yeah. I mean, I swear to God, if I keep hitting the triangle.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Old man beneath the Finch house. The Pacific Probe. Yes, yeah, I had a feeling they lived in the Pacific Northwest. Is this?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Oh, that's cool. She seems like she's cool. Oh, is that that little old me there? Neat. Wait, let me. Is there a way I can look at the controls to see if there's anything? Oh, whatever. Screw it. I guess not.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Huh. A lot of death in this family. I have to assume I'm the only living member at the moment. But yeah, definitely some weird fucking like death seems to follow this entire family like more than the I guess you could say
Lewis
quote
had a
unquote average
museum.
family. Wow. 57, huh? That's rough.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Yeah, misfortune sounds right. Wait, hold on, no, go back in there.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Oh man, that's brutal to lose the wife and the kid at the like roughly the same time. That's rough. That's incredibly rough. So I'm actually surprised the lineage even continued after that then.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
I respect the idea of just being like, dude, I'm getting pissed of us fucking like dying all the time. The like weird like circumstances, weird and tragic circumstances. I'm gonna take my entire house and get the fuck out of here. It's pretty much just up the with the water instead, which I think is cooler actually. And definitely, I don't know, more plausible. I mean, it's still kind of weird with like a full ass house like this, but whatever. That would explain why that. Damn it, I forgot to fucking. You don't hit that button. You hit another button. But yeah, that would definitely explain why the original house sank. Whatever. Oh, is that it? Is it not anymore? Hmm. I'm trying to hit a couple different buttons because I'm not 100% sure what the button was initially that I hit. There we go. R2.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Yo, I live in Washington. So yeah, this makes sense why this looks. Because I was saying it earlier, I think I got cut off of it, but I was saying it like this looks kind of similar to like a vague area, like to like areas I have been to as like growing up and shit. And yeah, so it's good to see that this is actually the area. So it's definitely representative, I would say, of like the foresty areas of this state.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Well, he's dead. The
Odin
rest of them,
Finch was
whatever.
the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
I mean, he made it, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I guess if he specifically didn't make it, but like he definitely got the family over there. Did not seem to fix the curse though, which is a shame.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
I will say, Edie seemed to do pretty well because Edie seemed like she lived a long life. Now I don't know like how that ended up. Like at the end of it, obviously she died. But all right. Okay, so
Whatever's
not
wrong
ever
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
nice. So it's not particularly like every single one of these is going to be a super extended like sequence like the Molly one. That one was just a I don't know, what would you call it? It's not kaleidoscope. What do you call those things? These like viewer things. I don't remember what they're actually called. But that's cool. That's definitely like what I was saying earlier. How like ways they can keep this going to like certain like mystique. That's definitely a cool way to go about it. Now, if they kept doing something similar to that, I feel like it'd be kind of a cop out. But yeah, not every sequence needs to be as like as in depth and weird as the fucking Molly one.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yeah, that's definitely us then. Hell yeah. Yeah, so Edie seemed like she lived a long life. She seemed to do well with it. But it seems like other people of the family definitely got the curse.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I hate the idea
It
of
was a
like
pretty big trace.
yeah, I hate the idea of like fur like floor on the bathroom. I feel like it should be pretty much just tile only. Now, granted, having like I don't know, like a mat to like step on or something, so you're not just touching cold ass tile is not too bad. But like this is like way too much. Like if there was like a tiny section of this, like about the size of this toilet thing, in front of the shower, then like sure, whatever. Or even if it was like a little bit more extended, like fine. But, like this is like fucking no, I hate this. It's like wet carpet, like I don't know, just not a fan. Also, I've never liked like the weird fuzzy like tops on toilets. To be honest, I don't feel like a toilet even needs a top to begin with. But like even if it does, like I definitely not like some weird furry one like that. But who knows? Maybe that's just me. Mount Rainier, one of our famous mountains. Other people might know such mountains as Mount St. Helens. There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. It's a very straightforward name for a book, huh?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Damn, we got some cool puzzle shit going on here. I mean, it's not like difficult puzzle, but I mean like in the sense of like just the fact that like putting that type of thing in the book is cool. Like obviously there's like no puzzle
Sven
aspect
gave
for me
Sam an old
specifically. It's
hammer
just
he'd
like
refurbished.
just hit the things
He
in the
never
book.
put it down.
Yeah, good old 1920s camera. Alright, we good with everything here? Yeah, I think we're fine. Dude, hell yeah, getting drunk in the fucking crawl space, why not? Alright. I don't know, that's a bit aggressive there, Edith. I don't know if we need to do that. Hmm. I wonder, the grandma's name Edie, right? Actually the great grandmother? Or was it just regular it might just be regular grandmother. I wonder if her actual name is Edith and that's why we're called Edith Jr. And maybe just Edie is like a nickname for her. Fort Calvin. So I guess we're in Calvin's room now. Or Sam and Calvin. Oh, dude, they got like a full ass thing set up here. Hell yeah.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
I'm gonna guess that he died, judging by this family's history. Am I not allowed to, like... Okay, I guess that was the highest I can go up there.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is cool, though. This is like a whole ass, like, very inventive setup. Oh, you know what I forgot to do earlier?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yep. Oh, we're swinging on a swing, hell yeah. Somehow I broke my leg or something. Yeah, I forgot to put on the multi output for the OBS earlier, so like both the alerts for both of the alerts Mouse Cadet could have got didn't play the sound effects for him, I don't think. And then
My
the
brother
follow
said
alert
he
didn't
died
play
of
like the
eating
actual
another mushroom,
sound either.
and he did.
Oh, that's rough. Brother just randomly eating mushrooms. Oh, do I gotta do both legs? Sorry, I've been doing this like a fucking idiot. I didn't
At
realize I
our
had to do both
volcano,
legs.
we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Dude, am I gonna get impaled on this?
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then
Yeah, this is
maybe
incredibly
I'd still
dangerous.
be
Yeah,
here,
that
but I doubt.
yeah, that kid fucking absolutely killed himself. This is
I think
completely
he's
on
already
this
made up
this
his
own
mind.
kid.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
And then he's fucking drowned at sea. Hell yeah. That's rough, but that is completely on that kid. Like, that is completely on Calvin.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but hopefully he didn't do it as much of an idiot as he did.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That would still be weird to, like, grow up in this room, though. Like, knowing that, like, your brother was, like, not here anymore and never gonna be here because he died. And, like, yeah, you have to see this, like, every time. It's just like, yeah, I wouldn't,
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn it. There's just so many weird, unique ways that they, like, hide shit in these books. Very inventive book stuff. For, like, hidden, parts of the house. We got the scary pumpkin. Ooh. Spooky October month. Ooh. Alright.
The
Hope no one's
passages
too
were a
scared
really
here.
tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
There a reason I need to be over here? Yeah, that's good to know at least. I feel like that's the way they want me to go, specifically, so I'm gonna go this way instead. Oh, this leads back around. Okay, so now I have a way to go through, like, the other parts of the house. It's a good thing I unlocked that, then. That's cool. Milton.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I mean, that does seem to be the case, judging on these toys and the film awards and the fan mail and the whole Shrine to Bigfoot thing in the movie that she did. Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake. Belltown Theater. Hell yeah, roller skating. Dude, roller skating's awesome.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole, trying to make it after, like, growing up and, like, being a star is kind of the only thing you know. And, like, now you're just, like, stuck. Is that food? It'd be kind of weird if that's food, that they just left that there the whole... Yeah, they just left everything here the whole time. I'm surprised there's not, like, weird fucking, like, bugs or something, like, that are eating all this. At this point, you know what I mean? Huh.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Dreadful Stories. Guest starring Barbara Finch.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Dude, that's not fair to say she's a has-been at 16. Like, she's not even an adult yet. How the hell can you be a has-been at 16?
Invention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
She was still 16. She had plenty of a career to be able to get. Not saying that she would have made it, but...
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Jeez.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding.
And winding and winding.
The key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
What, is everyone fucking dying?
Music box.
Oh, I gotta interact here finally. Hell yeah.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ooh, spooky. Made it back home and you're still streaming? Nice. Yo, is that the fucking Halloween theme? Yo, we're just allowed to have this? They had to license this. That's cool.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Alright, time to start beating some people up with their crutch. Yo, please tell me there's a trophy for knocking this over. Oh, is he gonna... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I was hoping that there was gonna be one for, like, knocking things in the pool balls inside the... Oh, there is. Hey, we did it. Trophy. Yeah, good time. I wonder... I feel like I missed something between then and now, because I feel like it's one of those, finish all stories, looking all peepholes and telescopes long enough to hear Edith's commentary, catch 2 rabbits with only 2 swoops. Okay, so that's the one I'm gonna have to go back and do. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. I don't even know what that's about. Knock all the letters of Gregory's name into the bathtub. See Jonas' name in the end credits. Play Calvin's story again. Strange. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna get me copyright strike. But whatever.
Is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Yep. We got a cannibal on the loose. I'm just being a menace. Doesn't matter anyway. This character's dead, so like she can be as much of a menace as she wants to be. Time to put our head on the saw blade and just call it a day. Oh, this is like an extra room. I didn't realize this was like more room. I thought this was just the wall.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Alright, time to beat the hell out of it.
Rick?
I knew they wanted me to do that anyway, and I was like,
Just trying to scare you to
I
help
was
you
gonna
find
do it
your
anyway.
scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still...
I mean, yeah, she literally just hit you with it, but yeah, sure.
asleep, watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Hours later.
Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Get it? He's gonna actually be dead. Alright, time for me to ruin things. Damn it. The clock is at midnight. Spooky. Spooky. Alright, I can't break things. Damn it. My reign of terror has finally been stopped. Scary pumpkins and apples. Don't forget the skeleton. Ooh. I guess good thing I chose to do this in October. October, what is this, 3rd, I think, technically? Yeah. Alright, Walter, you better be dead, otherwise I'm gonna kill you.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh boy,
Barbara
Hookman's
turned,
here.
saw the Hookman and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And young he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Alright. Time for us to actually, you know, I wonder if, is there like a back entrance here that he left in? Oh, we had to beat the clown, that's it. This is very amusing. Classic. Alright. Here we are. The weird cell shading on this to simulate that it's a comic book is cool. Definitely visually interesting for sure.
While
There's no fucking way he didn't hear that door be opened. Wait a second, I'm gonna take a guess that this is the dad, right? Because the fucking, the dad got his hand cut off during the saw blade thing. And, like, he had to run and get some help, so that's probably what this is. And he's probably, like, was coming to check on...
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
Well, then no, because then why did he attack? I don't know. Whatever. It's really weird that they just have the Halloween music, like from the fucking movie Halloween.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ding dong. Alright, time for us to keep beating up the... whatever.
Was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What the fuck? I feel like the story has like a shitload of plot holes, but... It's a comic book, so like it's like gonna be weird. But...
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
What the fuck?
With her final breath,
Okay,
Barbara
yeah, this turned into like a weird ass story.
of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
I wasn't there, but you know, I heard it was great.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh my god, that was that was definitely like... I mean, it's bad, but it's like supposed to be a bad, like, schlocky comic. Clearly.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's more exciting than, like... Yeah, 'cause she died when she was 16, huh? Yeah, I guess it's more exciting than just offing yourself or something. Or, like, just getting, like, actually just murdered, like, normally. Although if she got murdered, I would hope that someone brought that person to justice rather than, whatever this other bullshit is. Yo, she got a motherfucking cat clock. Let's go. Speaking of, let's actually go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, the severed ear.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Let's actually, there was a trophy for replaying Calvin's story, so I wonder if I can get back in there and, like, do it right now. Because if I can, I definitely want to. Because now that I know what to do, now that I know I'm supposed to kick both legs, I mean, which obviously if I was, like, doing it in the real world, I would know how to kick both my legs, but I didn't realize that was, like, a separate thing. Apparently I can't do it. Oh, well. I guess the second playthrough is what we need to do, but that'll be, if I end up doing that, that'll be off stream, because yeah, there's no platinum, so it's not really too exciting to go and do, like, every little possible small aspect.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the music box in a second, lady. Come on, Edith. I was just making sure that we hit every little thing before we moved on. Alright. Thing is, I already did this music box. Yeah, I guess I just didn't. I guess I had to keep going. I don't know if I even had the option to keep going initially. I'm curious as to like where I mean, granted, we're obviously finding out what's happening to the family. I'm curious as to why we're back here to begin with.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Yeah, that sounds about right. This place looks a bit, not clean. Hey, what up, Mary? Boo, indeed. We're playing a mystery
I saw Edie
game.
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay, let's just do something here real quick, because it's kind of, it's a little bit too dark for me for this shit. Yeah, I feel like I want to be able to actually kind of vaguely see. It's still like dark here now, but like I can actually like see vaguely what the fuck is going on. Not to mention on stream, it's gonna look less bright than it does on my own TV, so that's probably better for stream aspect. Spooky season? It is indeed.
Turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh boy, she was hiding a severed head. Alright, let's try to get through here. I can't see a fucking thing. Oh, there we go.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
He went down to the
She said
basement and
Barbara
became a
had gone
goblin.
as far away
Ooh.
as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
The problem is you're running away from your problems rather than tackling them head on. Except for the one kid who just like straight up fucking yeeted himself off the planet. That was definitely he took his problems head on, but that was a problem that he should not have taken head on. Wow. So Walter survived until like pretty much a full ass life. Interesting. I mean, not like entirely, because he died in his 50s, but...
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Jeez, imagine being stuck in here for like 30 years because like you just can't deal with the fact that your sister did.
After the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Oh, hey Peach, do you notice what? Look at what we're opening here. Does that can look familiar?
That's what kept me sane.
Yo, Peaches, there we go. Yeah,
Schedule, living for today.
we're eating peaches on stream, and that you have to play this game now, right?
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
I was watching on the stream that I passed out of nowhere. Nice. So I found this model on Etsy that I can use for $13. A model for what specifically?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Is that a thing? Do we just eat a can of peaches like every single day?
And then one day,
Huh.
everything just stopped.
Oh, look, it's
Whatever that thing
2005.
was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I feel like the way he opens them feels like it'd be easy to cut your hand a little bit.
been a week now. The longest in 30 years.
A V-tube model, so I'm messing around with it.
I'm done waiting.
That's fun.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Who the fuck was buying him these peaches? I mean, I guess the family, but it's kind of weird that, like... So now he wants to escape. It's 2005, which is the year he died in, so, like, his choice to, like, escape here is gonna get him fucking killed, probably. Peaches every day is good for you? No, I don't know about that. I was not, like... There's definitely a lot worse things you could eat every day. But, yeah, I don't know about that. I woke up from zone out. Well, at least you get to... discover the mystery of Edith Finch and her family that all seem to, like, die weirdly. I guess he had some weird, like, thing that he thought was shaking around and fucking chasing him or something.
And Molly. And Calvin.
Galwin? Anything down here? No. Oh well, I guess it's time to, for some reason, break out of. He's gonna
Maybe
cause like
this
a collapse
was
here.
all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Joke's on you, it is gonna kill you, actually.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know, I'm ready for it.
You know,
I
you
really
probably...
appreciate all of it, especially the food.
This is probably a scenario where he should have, like, if there is a creature trying to fuck with him, he probably should have attacked him back when he was, like, younger. Now him trying to do it when he's, like, 55 is not gonna help too much.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun.
Oh, he gets hit by a train. Okay. Alright, so he just breaks down a... He breaks down a wall, ends up on a train track. Yeah.
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Well, you know what? That one's on you, Walter. A couple of these people are dying because they're on, like, shit. Oh, hey, look, there's more peaches, by the way. Peach halves. Fun.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I'm sure she was. This is how he made himself feel like he was actually not stuck in a fucking prison for 30 years. I backtracked this stream I was watching, asking myself, what did I miss? Probably tired from yesterday. Join the club, man. I have like 4 hours of sleep. But we're doing it. Because this game is actually keeping me interested enough to where I'm actually focused on it.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Well, you know, as long as I don't walk onto a fucking train track
But
when a
if she
train is
only
coming.
told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Can you imagine that? So that's the shaking he heard the entire time. He thought it was some sort of creature, but really it's the fucking train going by. But just imagine, he doesn't feel the shaking whatsoever on a train that's like immediately about to hit his head. You think you would like find out at some point of living here, because presumably he lived here before the train started, like, or like he lived here like while the train was already here, before he started hiding underneath the house. So you'd think he would know that there was a fucking train nearby. I don't know. A lot of peaches. You guys were crazy last night. That caused my nightmares. Wait, what did we do last night? Oh, was it the Fall Guys shit?
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two.
Ooh, maybe two. Who's the mystery
I thought
person
it
that
was
might still be
time I
alive?
heard the stories for myself.
I'm trying to walk on the left side here so the train doesn't murder me.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
But yeah, they all seem like pretty fantastical.
You believed so much in a family curse.
That we caused our own thing. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. If I was hit by a fucking train, I would not want to have like a painted train, like a toy train put on my fucking grave. I'm gonna be honest. Like, granted, I would be like cremated, so I wouldn't have like a big ass grave. Like, I wouldn't have a grave like this anyway. But like, I wouldn't want like a conductor hat and a train put like the thing that murdered me. Like, call me crazy, I guess. It's like, oh, he was killed by an axe murderer, so I put an axe on his grave. It's like, I don't know about that. Okay, so we can't be hit by a train because the thing fell down there. Good. At least we're free from the train, unless I get hit from behind.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Oh boy. Well, you know what happens when we write it down? That's when we end up getting murdered. Ryan screams. A discussion on chat that I heard my name when I was trying to sleep. Classic. That was fun yesterday.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I mean, I know you're 16, so like it's kind of the angsty stage, but we don't need that type of angst here,
You should
Edith.
know about your family.
Oh, am I sending this to like the next of kin? Are we potentially pregnant? Is that like? Do I have like a little brother or sister maybe? I'm just gonna walk out into the fucking sea and die. Alright. Too much fun? Hell yeah.
As lost as you probably do right now.
If you mean me, the player, I don't know. Like I was more lost earlier, but now it seems like
I think the people in these
not so
stories
much.
believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, a bunch of superstitious fucking weirdos for sure. That seems like it's definitely happened. But yeah, I don't think any of it was true. Like it seemed like it's like motherfucker thought there was a like some sort of like evil entity, and then instead it's like, oh, it's a train. The one with the movie star like grandmother, great grandmother or something, like it isn't a comic book, so like it was all pretty like overblown like a motherfucker. The kid that died in the like tree in the wind thing, he literally just like went too far out and landed in the ocean and probably drowned or some shit. So that one was probably the only one that was like actually real. Maybe exaggerated slightly, but it's, it seems like a realistic scenario there. Oh, and I guess the old man that initially brought him over to Washington. Yeah. Okay, Gypsy, you're gonna sleep. I work at 11 later. Night night. All right. Yeah. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping in, Mary.
Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Okay, so we got Walter, Odin, Calvin, Barbara, Molly. And obviously I'm Edith right now. But you will notice that I do have... Because like you have Milton, Lewis, and Edith, which are all kind of born like similarly. Which makes me think that they are like siblings, perhaps? Milton disappeared, like we never... That's probably why earlier when she's like maybe 2, because they like... He doesn't mention anything about him being specifically dead.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Probably a fucking crazy one. I don't know, man.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this,
But?
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ooh, that's rough. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy June. You know, when you finally get to a good name, you're like, okay, Derpy, and then you're like, fuck, I want to name that thing again. So we're gonna go with Derpy Jr. Classic names. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, and Lucy. Huh. What else we got? We got Bob, we got Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, and Shotzi? That's a weird name, Shotzi. Bailey over here. And shout out to Derpy, though. Anyway,
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
this is a cool cemetery idea. Like, it's like a, around, as a circle thing, as opposed to, like, the, Yeah, it's rough. She died when she was fucking 10, huh? Just a couple days after her 10th birthday, too. That's rough. Yeah, it's the one where she's like, oh, you know, something's gonna eat me in the fucking dark. It's that one I feel like is fake. 11? Ugh, brutal. These ones, not so much. She lived a fucking long-ass life, though. She obviously just... So, according to, like, the... I don't know what year it is specifically in terms of the game year or whatever, right? But it's like, obviously 2010 is quite long. She almost lived to 100. So she seemed to avoid the curse pretty well. And Sven survived quite a while too. That's cool. Walter, yeah, Walter... I mean, Walter survived to, like, an older age. Obviously, he's about, like, 50. But, yeah, just, like, being stuck in the fucking bunker for, like, 30 years is, like, I don't know, just fucked with him. And Barbara didn't really survive it. I don't know what that deal... I would like to see, like, what the actual reason is for her.
It had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on. But for Edie, the past never went away.
Wow, okay, this, this seems a bit much.
Out of the water at low tide.
Like, oh, here's a giant fucking statue of, like, my dead dad. It just seems a little much, but I don't know. If it helps her grieve, I guess, then whatever.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, fuck, yeah, this is the first house that ended up fucking getting just waterlogged like a motherfucker. Sank down to the bottom. I'm gonna see if there's anything that pops up real quick with that, because there is a particular trophy that said, yeah, look in all peepholes and telescopes long enough to hear Edith's commentary. Maybe that, so I guess maybe there's just only like one for each. Oh well. That does mean I need to go back and look through these fucking peepholes, because they did mention peepholes in the house.
It's easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah, you mean in the sense of, like, not getting, like, super obsessed with all this weird shit?
It wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Died at age 1, that's fucking brutal. Died at 13, that's rough. 33, I mean 33 is bad too for, like, being super young like that. That's still really young, but at least you made it to adulthood, I guess, if nothing else.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Okay, so those were our brothers, then, Lewis and Milton. Yeah, it sounds like we may or may not actually know if Milton's dead or not. They disappeared, but yeah, I don't know. Where's that dead at? 2010? Yeah, about 12, almost. Sanjay, ooh, that different last name, Sanjay. Weird. Almost 40 years. Yeah, Milton. They were mentioning that Milton, you know, like, disappeared, so maybe we'll find out more of this.
So my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Yeah. I almost hope that the game doesn't actually give us an answer on the Milton question. I feel like it's more, like, in line with, like, how this game is going in terms of, like, you know, like, deaths and letting go of the past and all this shit. If, like, we don't ever find out, like, I mean, you know, it's pretty easy to assume that he died. But yeah, it's probably better if it, like, I feel like it's better if it doesn't get answered, like, outright.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Alright, time to find out what's up top here.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
See, she is pregnant. I called that earlier. Nice. Damn, isn't she only like 16 too? Actually, yeah, I don't know, because it's like... I feel like she mentioned like age 16 at some point, but like, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be right now. If that is the case, though, that would put this game at 2015. So, I don't know if they base it on the actual like year this came out. I imagine it would, but I don't actually.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Alright.
They were both pretty intense.
I'm kind of surprised no one came through and like ransacked the house. Yo, we got a fucking Marine, let's go.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
And war. Images of war, the photography of Sam Finch. Oh, so he was like a war photographer, that's cool, actually. Funny little guy. Oh, Purple Heart. Guys, obviously that's the next thing we're gonna end up doing here. I'm just checking around the room
Instead
real
of
quick.
hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Hi, Death. How you doing? It's me, your boy Sam. Sam Finch. Alright. Let's go find out the history of Mr. Sam there. What the hell?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Is that a good thing? Was I supposed to do that? I don't know if that's what I was actually supposed to do. Well, whatever. I guess we'll figure it out, right? Eventually, I'll take a picture of so many things that we're gonna be like good to go here. And that's where like all the main shit is, so I figured like maybe that was the right call there, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm definitely at the point where I don't have a fucking clue what the game wants me to take a picture of. Presumably at first I thought it would be the bird, and so it makes sense that it'd be the birds over here, but clearly it's not because I already took a couple different pictures at a couple different angles. There must be something else somewhere here that I'm missing. This is a cool idea though, like this shit being like out of focus or whatever.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Okay. Okay, that's definitely the good picture. Alright, fair enough. Took me a little bit to find it, but I
I'm just
found
saying,
it.
I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Oh yeah, this was
His
Calvin's
best
brother.
friend taught us
Okay.
how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh wow.
Great shot, Don!
Okay, what a picture. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting the gunshot to go off immediately as soon as you hit the one thing.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Is that how he fucking died? That's brutal if he died like that.
Of all these
Jesus.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
What, the one of how she forced him to shoot? That's fucking rough. It's like, could you imagine? Like, she feels bad because she just shot a fucking deer. And then it's like, oh, it's still twitching, right? Still alive. Like, I feel really bad about this whole scenario, right? And then he falls off a fuck. Actually, you know, I think he had to have stayed alive. Only for the reason that he looks older here than he does in the... than he did, like, when he was hunting with her. See, like, this is about the age he looked when he was hunting with her, right? And he looks a bit older here. Unless this is like a fake like mural thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, that could be 50-50. That's a fucking terrible way to go if that's how he fucking died, and that definitely scarred his fucking daughter for like the rest of her life. He definitely did seem like a loving parent, but yeah, I don't think you should like force your kid to fucking hunt if you know if they don't want to. I mean, if they want to, then like whatever. You know, you can feel free to let them do it, I guess. Because I don't really see too much wrong with hunting, but like I mean, you know, if you don't want to fucking kill a deer, I mean, I feel like you shouldn't be forced to. They kept talking about like drilling peepholes in like each of the fucking in each of the rooms, but I don't know. Oh, here they are. Is this what I've had to do the whole time? Maybe I have to do it from the outside. This is a pretty cool game though. I dig it.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Damn. Huh. I know it's like a picture of a happy baby, but from like this distance, it looks creepy as fuck. Oh. Okay, sorry, I didn't see the thing for it. Yeah, this is the kid that died when he was 1. Which, that's gotta be, like... That's heart-wrenching. Like, that's just rough.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard.
At least not very hard. Alright, jeez.
Teenage disregard, that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This is a cool mechanic, like revealing the letters with the kite.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, they won't let me fuck with them. Oh fuck, everyone's dead. Oh, alright, I think I found out how to do this then.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Damn. It's gonna be even worse when he dies here. Is the wind gonna pick up and he's just gonna get fucking taken out?
The geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
All except Gus, who got pulled away. Yeah, this kite would not be flying after that. Oh, did we get full 360 action? Hell yeah. I'm not sure entirely what they want from me here. Oh, here it is. Alright. Oh, look, it's the wind.
Then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
So we're...
sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Are we gonna cause the destruction here? With the power of the kite? Well, we are, hell yeah. Oh, obviously this isn't what actually happened with it, but this is just like an artistic representation of like, so like...
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Damn, so the tent went up, the other people were fine, but the tent came crashing down into him and killed him.
But Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah. That's a shit way to go. Greg, be a baby. Well, Greg didn't do a very good job at be a baby because he died when he was 1, so, you know, kind of fucked that one up a bit, huh? He had at least 1 more year being a baby that he just completely tapped out on. Oh well. I guess you can't expect much from a baby. No, wait, no, don't.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That's gonna make me continue on to the next part of the story, and I don't do that.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah. Dawn is the mother, I believe. Yeah, let's go find out what happened to baby boy here. Yo, you divorced a baby? Hell yeah. Wait a second, is that Pac-Man? Dude, Pac-Man, hell yeah. Oh, so that's why my stomach sticks out a bit more. I just kind of thought she was a little fatter, but nah, she's 22 weeks pregnant. Yeah, she really shouldn't be doing weird, like, climbing around the whole house like this.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. That's so rough, dude. I feel bad doing this. I don't feel like a good person doing that. Yikes. Alright.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
Okay, and then we're gonna turn him into a frog person as he's fucking drowning. Jeez.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Head to the light.
To be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
There was a fucking frog noise that just went off in the controller speaker. I doubt that was picked up on the mic. I don't think it would have been picked up on the stream. But yeah, just as soon as like he finished talking there, it played a fucking frog noise. That's rough. That's fucking like I know I've said that a couple times about these other people, but that one especially is like that was fucking brutal. Like that actually made me feel bad about participating in it. Jeez. Where's the frog? Where's the frog that murdered him? Damn, no frog. No one. That was definitely a yikes moment. Oh well. We continue onward with sorrow in our hearts, I suppose. Or something. I don't know if you should be doing rock climbing and 22 weeks pregnant, but I'm not a fucking physician. Yo, we got the Bible. Let's go. Some of these motherfuckers do. Jesus.
Religion was another thing my mom always talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, I can imagine that like. I don't, but to be fair, I don't think there's enough religion in the fucking world to help you deal with like this family's amount of fucking misfortune. Like, holy shit, this family fucking dies all the time.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, there's Sanjay. Oh, they look so happy together. That's a shame that they died. Damn it. Shout out to India.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Damn, he works quick, huh? There was no... I was about to say there was no fucking around when it comes to that, but I think there was exclusively fucking around.
When my dad died, I just don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Yeah, and then she
I'm
came
sure
back
he
here?
was
That makes
happy to
sense.
have her back.
Oh, they had like a
And
spice
see kids in
garden.
the house again.
That's cool.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I'm still kind of curious in regards to like what actually killed Molly specifically. Everything else seems to kind of make... I mean, they didn't really delve too much into Barbara, but at least they gave some sort of thing. Molly's like, I don't get what happened. Oh, wait, no, the fucking berries, right? Like, because I ate the berries. Maybe like, I must have fucking... Yeah, I guess I must have died on the berries. Huh, that's rough. Well, I unintentionally killed her on that one then. That's two children I murdered
Things were good.
today.
Almost normal.
Look, they have like a whole like school thing set up.
But it didn't last.
That's neat.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I'm king of the castle. I'm king of the castle. There's a bunch of these. I assume this is like how I have to look at people. Yeah, there we go. So I need to start doing this on like all these other ones.
Stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis.
That's because Lewis is cool. And the rest of these people are fools. Yeah, I'm hoping that at the end of this I can just go through again and look at some of these rooms, because I don't want to have to do like a whole nother playthrough just to like look through some peepholes. Even though it's not necessarily a long game, I mean it does feel pretty like doing it the first time is great because like I'm actually experiencing new things. Having to do it a second time in regards to like having to move this slowly feels like it'd be super annoying. The life of a trophy hunter. Okay, I guess speaking of peoples, here we go.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
You know, we look like we're doing pretty good here. Oh, do I pull? Is it like a pulley system? That's interesting. Yo, I didn't realize our family was royalty, man. The fucking Burger King lived here. That's why they never saw him again. He became the Burger King, the faceless corporation.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Yeah, it was an actual flip book. That's cool. A flip book of him fucking painting. And the painting coming to life. And then, what the fuck? And then a painting of him painting the flip book. Of him making another painting. For some fucking Wile E. Coyote door thing that he walks into like it's the fucking Aha music video. Damn, that's inventive, dude. That's like fucking meta within the meta within the meta. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do with him because like we don't know what happened to him.
Milton disappeared.
Yeah, I do hope that they don't really like fully address it. I wonder if there's ways, like, if I were to look around here, maybe I could find, like, clues in terms of, like if I want to go, like, super anal about it. Like, if there was, like, a certain place that he seemed like he wanted to go or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, I can see how that would be like a last straw scenario. Here's that door when he was doing. Is there anything here? Like there's the balloon thing. There's whatever the hell this is. I'm not entirely sure what it is. A model thing of like a town or something. This kid looked like he was extremely fucking talented. Oh, there's that person he drew. Alright, that's cool.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
The axe murderer that we keep chained up in the basement. Ooh.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Yeah, and then we get to find out what happened to fucking funny old Lewis here. I like how no matter what, there's always a way to get into these weird ass rooms. Yeah.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Hell yeah, dude, he was a stoner. Let's go. Dude, that looks trippy as fuck. I dig it. I dig like bright neon light shit. Like I'm all about that life. Wait, what is that? Wonderland Turbo. Is this supposed to be like a SNES knockoff? Yo, this is definitely the PlayStation. Like, well, I wonder. That might be the that might. I don't know because it has like a cart. This looks like a mix of a couple things, right? Because these memory cards here look like they're PlayStation, but then it has like a cartridge slot, like a fucking N64. But then the controllers are like SNES controller, which that might have been done on purpose. Like they mixed together several different types of video game things. Also, shout out to Weed. It's a shame. I assume Lewis died before weed became legal in Washington here. Is where it took place. I wonder if there is actually an Orcas Island, Washington. Look that up. I've never heard of the place if it does exist.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I
Ooh,
can
psychiatry.
understand the desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a laboratory.
I'm trying to do both at the same time.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Look at me, I'm a god tier gamer.
And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
At least he's a gamer, right? So that's cool. That supports something at least.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
I have a feeling he's gonna get his like arm cut off or some shit. Oh, I get it. I have to go all the way around. Sorry, I couldn't see that there was a thing there because of the way the it was set up.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Just the way the fish comes in out of nowhere is pretty funny.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Dude, we got a dog companion. Let's go.
On the edge
Love
of a
it.
city he named Lewis Hope. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah, Lewis would have loved Minecraft, I feel like.
And songs for them to play.
I love that there's just a shitty, like,
about starting a
fucking
band.
computer game within this. It's so good.
And he was always humming something.
Yeah, the fact that he's getting completely lost in this to the point where it's
One day
like
his imagination grew
completely
strong.
taking over his life to where he doesn't even yeah, it looks like he completely lost his sense on reality.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
Like, not to say, like, I'm a gamer too, but like, I don't fucking, I still understand that I'm playing a video game in a fucking room.
Were all in his imagination.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, like, this is all imagination shit, whereas at least what I'm doing is, like, real, as far as I know. As far as I can, easily tell.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Alright, Lewis, you seem like you're a bit fucking egotistical there, buddy. You need to reel it back in.
His mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Is there...
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Yeah, that's not how you keep a city, though, man. Like, you conquer it, yeah, sure, but you're not gonna keep it that way.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, alright, come on now.
He
There's
started
already a St.
drifting
Louis.
away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
I feel like that is pretty powerful that you can still see her kind of in the little bit of the background
In
there.
Louisburg, he heard rumors of her.
Oh look, you can choose you can choose whether he's gay or straight. Well, I'm straight, so we're gonna go queen time. Even then, it's still not like completely binary because the handsome is usually reserved for like men as opposed to women, whereas beautiful is usually reserved for women, not for men. But still found a way to mix it up. Yeah, sure, let's go serpents. Why not?
Sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her.
Dude, definitely the sitar, 100%.
Electric sitar.
I don't know if I have to hit every note or something. I don't know. This guy's lost in his own fucking world here.
His
Holy
chase led
shit.
him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
West of the moon?
Even then,
I mean, the
his
moon's up in the
logic
sky.
remained
I mean, I would think everything's kind of. If the Earth is to the west of the moon, then like everything would be like that. Oh, look at that! He doesn't even see where he's throwing the shit at anymore.
In his imagination.
Good to see everyone's cheering me on.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I feel like at this point the cannery would have stopped. Like, the machinery would have stopped giving him a fish.
For
You know what I
someone
mean?
who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
And at the same time, like, I feel like if I was the mother, I would have, like, instead of just pleading with him, I would have, like, physically dragged him out of the area.
While climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I mean, yeah, I guess Lewis in terms of, like,
My
his personality, yeah.
imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
No, I mean, that's not really true, but, I mean, in terms of, like, who you are as a person, I guess, is like, as much true of, like, imagination as whatever. The gold door. Legalize marijuana. Well, you know, if it makes you feel any better, Lewis, we did actually legalize marijuana here in Washington.
Began to forget the world we know.
So we did what you wanted, buddy. It's probably a little bit after you died, but whatever.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how a job like this could be soul-crushing, to be fair. Are we gonna look up? This is gonna be a Lewis here, right?
To despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey, what up, Lewis? How's it going?
I still thought I could save him.
It's not letting me run back. Oh well. I guess we're not gonna save him. Here we go.
He said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Yeah, there's definitely a point where like he's fucking not stable. Like,
The palace would be packed with his companions.
This doesn't really mean a whole lot to me when they're a bunch of weird faceless fucks, to be honest. Also, they're repeating the same model. He doesn't seem like he's as inventive as he thinks he is. Where's the calico? Where's... I assume that's the cat, right? I assume it's a cat, rather. Give me the spear or I'll kill you. Okay, whatever. Wow, it's getting like loud as fuck in this game. Oh, let me turn that down a little.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Thank you everyone. I know I'm amazing in my world I created. I would bow if I had the opportunity to do so, or the ability rather. Yeah. Thank you, small peasant children.
There's only one thing
You'll be
left to
rewarded
do.
greatly. There's only one thing to do. He met his manager at the fishery and he killed him. He speared the evil...
Bend down his head.
Oh my god, he's actually gonna get his fucking head chopped off. He's gonna put his head down to get crowned, but he doesn't realize in his head that it's like a giant fucking blade for cutting fish, and yeah, he's gonna fucking chop his head off. Alright, well I can't really stop myself from this, so that's like... Yep.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
God, we are just murdering all the fucking Finches right now.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah, he seemed cool up until, like, he became fucking weirdly obsessed with a bunch of random bullshit. It makes sense that the last two people we haven't, like, figured out yet. I guess three if you want to count, like... I don't think we're gonna get Ingborg or whatever the fuck their name is. I don't think we're gonna get Kay. We might get Sanjay. It looks like we will because there's an arrow pointing down to it. And we're probably gonna get Dawn. The Finch is really dropping like fly. Yeah, dude, they're fucking... Yeah, they're just all like getting murdered one by one. I wonder who, I wonder if we're still with the person that knocked us up.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Huh. He died in his video games, and it just... Well, I guess that makes sense then why he got fucking his head chopped off. I like that he has his high school diploma framed, as if that's like... I don't know, it's not like a... Nothing accomplishment, I guess, to be fair, but like it's not like... I guess, to be fair, if it was an accomplishment to him, then fair enough.
On the way back from
You know what they
Lewis's
say,
funeral,
C's get degrees,
my
right?
mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I guess, yeah, how could you tell her, like, hey, we lost another family member? Yeah, so we're gonna get the grandmother, we're gonna get the mom, and maybe the dad. But definitely the mom and the grandmother. It makes sense why they stayed last in terms of, like, who we discovered or not discovered. Yeah, there's like too many fucking bad memories here. Like this whole house. Like fuck bringing the house with you. Just like fuck the house.
Everything behind.
To teach and to learn, Dawn Finch. Some ways to create a fulfilling classroom. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending. By paths as yet untrodden, through parallels unknown. Okay, it doesn't rhyme. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, amen. But yeah, I guess if you're gonna go out, you would want to ideally go out with courage and I don't know, just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah, I mean, whatever, I'm not religious, but, I mean, that's not like a terrible sentiment, I guess. There's definitely, it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, we already looked here, I guess, and upstairs we go.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
I do like the way that they have
But
like
it had to
captions
end
all over the
later
place,
summer.
and that a lot of them like are on
Please
top
look
of
now
like
and tell
certain
me
like
about that
parts of the
last
environment as you walk by them and shit. Like it's a very unique way to caption shit. Okay, what happened the last night? Yo, those pants are fly as fuck, dude. Hell yeah. She's got style for days.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Oh, did she stay in the house? She
Until
probably stayed in
supper
the
when she
house and was
raised
like
her glass
heartbroken
and
and
said,
dead.
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
The
I'm
grown-ups
sorry,
have to
you're
argue
right.
now. That's great.
We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
At that point, she's like fucking like 90 something, like whatever. She wants to stay in her house until she dies in a
Power
couple
hadn't shut
years,
off
like what the
that
fuck ever.
But Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Yeah, you know, candles with a bunch of like books around do not seem like a good mix.
Or
I'm be real with you.
had a key to it.
Alright. Oh, I'm too young. I can't look up through the door. People.
Going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I don't know, man. That just feels like it's gonna fuck everything up.
We'll have
Whatever.
dinner
I mean,
and
he's still
the
alive, I
band
guess.
for you in the morning. Okay?
Alright, let's find out what happened.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Be honest.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Okay, so like in terms of like going out to like your fucking old sunken house or whatever, right? Or your dad's old sunken house or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like really dangerous to do this. Like, because if this is like super 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 low tide, like once the tide starts coming back in, it's like it'd be like issue.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Especially if a fog's coming in, I would just like turn around immediately, like 180 and come back. But I guess not.
I got turned around.
What the fuck?
For a while, I wondered.
It seems like an absolutely horrible idea. If she dies from this, then this explains it 100%. Like, some of these motherfuckers died because they pretty much put it on themselves.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
I remember that time that that desk fell into the ocean. Alright. Time to go back to the old family house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
How the hell did she find us?
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Died from a broken heart.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Whoa.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Got the wave going.
A few years went by.
Alright, time to blow into the dandelion. Doesn't like give me an option to blow into it.
My mom doesn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
And then she fucking died.
She didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
And then out of nowhere, fucking what's his face came out. Milton.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good message for life, yeah. For sure. Wait, are we getting born here?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, we're almost born. Let's go. And an NC-17 rating because we see a vagina. No.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. So we're the kid now? Jesus, this family can't catch a fucking break, dude. Like, fuck. Yeah, that's depressing as fuck. I mean, it was great. It was a great story. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, pictures of all the creators as kids. That's cool. I wonder if some of these were used in the actual game. Yeah, the everything ends. Yeah, it does. Yeah. There's definitely a but the game definitely focuses on like the idea of like, okay, well, you know, even if you don't have all the answers to like what the fuck is going on, you know, you just like you pretty much just try your best and like Yo, that motherfucker has a goofy hat. Sorry, I completely undercut what I was saying there, but like, how can I not point out the goofy hat? But yeah, definitely like an idea of like you know, like even if you don't know like like obviously there's some questions we're never gonna be able to answer, in life, and you know you just kind of roll with the punches and just be happy for the time that you got. That said though, this family in particular is like uniquely fucking like, I mean I wouldn't say a curse, but like they have like, oh hey, you're welcome by the way. They actually have a trophy for like if they see, okay, so that makes me think there, hold on. They have a trophy in the game for fucking finishing all the stories, and then they have a further trophy for like seeing if people fucking like quit the game after. Oh wait, no. Wow, okay. It's actually, there's a credits, but apparently I could have skipped some of it. I guess that makes sense. Huh. So yeah, it's actually rarer to like finish all stories than it is to see all the okay. I don't even know who the fuck the drunken sailor is for this, but I guess we'll find out at some point. Calvin's, you just gotta go back and do it again. The rabbits, as long as I can like learn how to do it, I just keep going until I get it. Peephole's easy enough, I just go through and like I'll run through the house. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I can't say that it's... See, I don't... The thing is, I don't know how much this cost because I got it for free from PlayStation Plus at some point. And I feel like this is definitely, like, if you're fine with, like, a walking simulator type of game, and, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people know at this point, like, what a walking simulator type of game. If you're fine with that, which in this case I definitely was, like, there's definitely some walking simulator games that seem like I wouldn't probably be a huge fan of them. It didn't feel as bad on this one because a lot of the house was like you had to crawl in certain spaces. You had to walk in like tight like rooms and stuff. So it didn't feel like as bad as you were moving around the house and like just walking around, because you wouldn't really be running in the house or anything. Like the confines of the story kind of made it make sense that that you're just walking, as opposed to like running or something. Yeah, this is cool. All the like stuff where you get to showcase like, especially because like normally it's like if you were expecting like, oh, here's the people that worked on the game and here's their pictures, you'd expect like current ones, not like kid ones, because no one's gonna like recognize these people as kids. But like it's cool. It's really fucking cool. But yeah, and I mean it's hard to say here initially because yeah, this is definitely like a one and done game type of deal. Now I am gonna have to end up playing it a couple parts of it again to like get trophies, which is fine. But I also have the PS5 version, so I don't know if like the save transfer thing is gonna be a thing or not. If it is and it auto pops, I'm not gonna have a problem with it. If I have to replay the game again, my opinion might end up changing in the game. Oh, what the fuck? Neil Druckmann was a playtester listed on that. That's the dude that works on The Last of Us. He worked on Jak 3, and then he was like the lead dude for The Last of Us 1 and 2. That's interesting that like he playtested like such a seemingly small studio game like this. Because like The Last of Us came out in 2013, and so this game seemed like it said 2012 to 2017. So obviously they were working on it. But yeah, as like a single play, like the story was interesting, and I like that I like that they started with the idea of like, oh, like maybe there's something sinister happening. But like the more and more layers you peeled away from it, the more it's like, no, it's just like these weird like. There's a whole superstitious thing dating back to like way old times where like a couple of these people kind of got fucked in terms of like just like bad luck pretty much, and that because they all kind of felt like, oh, there's this curse on my family, that some of them ended up carrying it through with like other things. And of course, like, a lot of these people, I mean, a lot of these were, like, human type of, like, just issues, right? Like, you know, Lewis is just, like, not satisfied with his life at all, and then just fucking, like, daydreams off because he doesn't give a shit, and then it becomes enough of a problem. Like, just the realization of, like, his monotonous life just, like, it's too much of a toll on him. Milne just disappears, fuck knows what happened. The old lady, you know, is, like, sad that, like, her family's dying, and so she stays in the house and it ends up dying in the house. Which is definitely a thing that happens. A hunter gets, like, you know, hurt and falls and dies. I don't know, just because he's fucking about too much. Still don't really know what happened to Molly and Barbara, but I guess it doesn't matter. A kid ends up drowning, like, you know, it's all, like, stuff that, like, is realistic to happen. You know, for the most part, and so, like, that definitely, like, adds a good human element to it. Even though they dress a lot of it up with, like, fantastical fucking elements to it. Oh, I wonder, some people probably just hit the credits when they first started the game just to get an easy trophy. Huh. Yeah, I guess you could do that without playing the whole thing. Yeah, like those, and then, like, Walter, I guess, at some point, like... I don't get... Because obviously Walter's is, like, the weirdest one, dude. Because it's, like... Yeah, I guess, like, super paranoid dude breaks a wall and fucking comes out, like, on a train track, and then all of a sudden gets hit by a train. I guess that's not, like, too fantastical of an idea. Oh, my frames are dropping now. That's cool. Neat, you know, I'm kind of doing my whole fucking, like, final thoughts on the game there at OBS if you want to chill the fuck out for a second. Like, yeah, I guess, like, old man goes, like, stir crazy. I guess that's, like, realistic. But, yeah, I don't... It still just feels kind of weird. Like, his kind of felt like it was out of nowhere. But everyone else seemed like they were chill with it. Oh, wait, hold on. No, damn it. Fuck. No, let me go back. Let me go back, please. Please tell me I don't have to fucking redo the whole thing. The only reason I clicked this was because I was wanting to choose, like, a chapter select. Okay, cool. I can still do it. Or fine. Okay, so it just says play Calvin's again, and that's easy for one of the trophies right there. What are the other trophies I'm missing? I'm missing 4 total. So I need to look at the peepholes, play Calvin's again, catch the rabbits, and then something else. Let's see what the last one I'm missing here is. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. I'm gonna have to find out what that's about. But I guess as I do, like, some of this finisher bullshit, I'll continue to, like, talk about my thoughts on the game.
And that he never
yeah,
talked about
this
it.
definitely has, like, a more
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more
like,
than my mom.
it's very uplifting, obviously, in a sense where it's like, oh, you know, like bad shit can happen, like, keeping, like, and inspiring, I guess, is a better way to put it, instead of uplifting. Definitely not uplifting.
The thing I remember
With
is
the
that when he made up his mind,
just, like, you know, like, try to live, you know, every moment the best you got type of thing.
my brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
Even though there's, like, so much fucking,
And he
like,
did.
just death and sorrow that surrounds this whole fucking family, and, like, there's definitely, like, dark moments in terms of, like, how these people are feeling, like, the type of shit they write.
He wasn't.
All the heartache
think
and shit.
Calvin
And just the
always
idea of,
wanted to
like, you
fly.
know, like, these people, like, oh, you know, fucking, our family's cursed, oh, like,
But that day,
you know, my life is fucking kind of meaningless, oh, you know, whatever, right? It's kind of like rising above it. It's almost like a human spirit type of thing, like, against all odds that are put against them, they still carry on as best as they
Maybe
can
if I
type of
hadn't said
situation.
that.
Obviously not in the case of Calvin here. Calvin just gets fucked completely. Like, Calvin and Gregory and a couple other ones just get, like, straight up fucked.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
To be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the idea itself here of, like,
Maybe
having like a
still
swing
be.
here that, like, faces a
But I
cliffside, just as a fucking concept, sounds like a terrible
I
idea.
think he'd already made up
So
his
I'm not
mind.
saying it's the mom's fault. It's definitely not. But this seems like a little bit of foresight that could have been, like,
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
like here, for example, you'll notice, like, it keeps going around, or, like, eventually here it's gonna keep going around and around. But I wonder what like actually happens. There's the implication that like he goes here and then he just he keeps flying, but more than likely he just fucking falls straight down like from that one part.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was
So they
young,
get rid of the
I remember
character when
trying
you
to do
redo the
exact
story.
same thing.
They have you like rewrite it back in. Interesting. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. That's you're not for such a fucking tragic idea. That's they have one with the trophy name at least. Fucking hell. I'm gonna use this opportunity to try to look through some of the peepholes since I should be able to like do the rest of them here pretty well. There's definitely a lot of peepholes I was missing in the back here because I didn't do any of them to begin with. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely like when people talk about like, I mean, granted, I think like even like games that aren't like story like heavy whatsoever, I think those games also could easily be considered art. But like when people say like games are art, like this is definitely a type of game that I would think like this is definitely like a game that like makes you like think about shit. You know what I mean? It's not like super pretentious about it. Like it's not fucking like it. You know, it doesn't like what's the wording I'm looking for here? Like it doesn't need to be like some grandiose story, right? Like it's just like it's a simple story about this family that like yeah, and like shit that happens to them is like, you know, really shitty, and it's just like dealing with like the human nature part of it, even when they put some dressings of like supernatural elements to it that aren't actually real. And obviously there's like sections of game thing, which by the way, some of these are kind of, I will say in terms of like gameplay action, some of these are kind of weird with like, sometimes I'm not 100% sure, like I'll be watching a cutscene and they want you to participate in it, like it'll change into like you playing it, but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. But that's like a very minor nitpick with the game. Like I don't think it's like bad enough to be like, oh, this is like a negative. Like I wouldn't subtract a point or anything from it in terms of like score. But there's sometimes like when I've been playing it, it's like clunky. Like I'm kind of just sitting there and probably like it's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, oh, do you expect me to do something?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
I wonder if the boyfriend did actually kill Barbara.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
I didn't mean to like leave the thing. I guess I let go of the button accidentally.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, that definitely solves the question of like, Edie is obviously short for Edith, like I mentioned earlier. Like, so yeah, good to see I made that connection.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah, that kind of puts a hamper on things, doesn't it, there, Edith? Where in the world is fucking Carmen Sandiego? So yeah, I am wondering like what I'm missing in terms of a couple of these, like, I wonder if there's a people. Well, no, there couldn't have been a people. Well, actually, I guess I did look through the mail slot, so I guess that probably counted as a people.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I guess the thing she's saying is like that their stories are in the books that, you know, they wrote and shit, like the diaries and all that jazz. Yeah, like, I mean, there's definitely a couple things here and there that I wonder with this game. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm like, okay, someone would have ransacked this house, like, at some point after fucking everyone, like, died and left. some of the, some like animals should be through certain parts of this, yada yada. But like overall, those are all again like pretty minor nitpicks. This is definitely like a fun like, I don't know if fun's the right word. It's definitely like a very emotionally satisfying type of game in terms of like a one and done type of thing. And to be honest, I don't think you would get much more, like, this is definitely one where it's kind of like sad that like just watching the gameplay like would probably give you the same effect as like playing it. Actually, it might even be a little bit better in the sense that you're not sitting there dealing with some of the areas, like, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Did I do this one already? Oh, no, I didn't. Cool.
As a kid, I just assumed every house
There we
had
go.
peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
I mean, there's like a peephole in the front door, so you can see fucking, in a lot of people's like doors. There's like a peephole in the front door, so you could like see who's like at the door when they're like knocking or shit. But it's not. There's not like just random fucking sealed doors and shit. Anyway, yeah, I guess we might as well do the last two trophies as in on this anyway. So catch 2 rabbits. That's fucking. I think that's Molly's, right? In the I am gonna try to look up what the other one is. Edith Finch trophy guide. Yeah, I really did. I initially thought that there was a platinum trophy for this, but I was obviously completely wrong. Anyway. Let the drunken sailor finish this. Okay, let's see what I gotta do for this. This is the second final trophy in Molly's story playthrough. After you have been the cat, the owl, and the shark, you will turn to a sea monster and be roaming about on a ship. Slither through the boat and head upstairs, following the sound of singing. Enter the cafeteria area and you'll see a drunken sailor singing. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Simply wait until he finishes singing before moving on through the boat. The trophy should unlock instantly. It takes a minute or two, but will not affect your gameplay in any way. Okay. Interesting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
By the way, I think it's very weird of a punishment to like here you're punished, you're not allowed to eat. Like that seems weird. Now if you're like you're not allowed to supper or you're not allowed a specific type of meal or something, sure, but like just not allowed to eat. I don't know. It's like kind of weird. Like go to bed without supper. It just seems like a. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of seems like a lame fucking punishment.
I kept eating and eating.
Yeah, why is this here on the fucking... I don't know why this is here on the window. Alright, like on the windowsill. But, yeah, this has to be what kills us, because we're not allowed to continue until we do it. And yeah, I wonder, so, like, you have the birds here. I wonder if there's anything around. Like, this presumably is why we think we're some weird fucking sea creature. I wonder if we can see other stuff around the room that makes us, like, think about the fact that, like, why we turned into a cat. Yeah, here's the shark right here that you turned into.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I mentioned a gerbil, but I don't see the fucking gerbil. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got a gerbil, it's fine. No, wait, no, that's a fucking toilet paper thing. Where the hell is the actual gerbil? Huh. Weird.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh, can I avoid?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Okay. So we could technically. It seems like maybe we are able to avoid eating the fucking weird poisonous berries, but I am gonna eat it because it's. Yeah. These might not actually be like. These might be like fake plant things. I don't know. Whatever. Either way. So she's gonna. Yeah. Where's the fucking owl thing though? There should be an owl somewhere. You would think.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, I didn't even notice this the first time. That's cool. I'm glad I found something that I didn't notice. Okay, yeah, let's just move on with this then. Okay, I don't know if there's like an owl anymore.
I reached out for her.
It's good to see that both the trophies I need are in this last thing, so as long as I play this out right, then I should be fine.
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm just jumping all over the place, hoping that the game lets me continue doing this shit. Yeah, because I just need to get through this.
I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
I could tell she was getting really tired, so I fucking ate her.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb.
Yeah, she eats some fucking poison berries or some shit. She fucking starts hallucinating and then she ends up dying.
Gobbled her up.
Just like she's supposed to go to bed or whatever.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the.
Okay, this is like.
Then I heard.
So, press R2 to swoop down and grab it, using L and R to steer and adjust the camera. Do the same with the mama rabbit. Taking care to hover over the rabbit before you pounce so you can grab it easily in one swift, straight movement.
Little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Alright, here we go, I guess. That better count as a single swoop.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Yeah, I will say, the fact that some of these people, like, some of these kids are dying in, like, the weirdest fucking ways when it comes to, like, I could see if it was, like, back in the ye olden days or whatever, but, like, some of this shit's kind of, like, it's like, dude, how the fuck did you let this kid die like this? Ah, there we go, we got it. Okay, one more trophy and then we got 100%. Unfortunately, still no platinum, but, you know, that's fine.
But I couldn't stop eating.
This is definitely a game I want to have 100% on my account, because this is, I enjoy this game.
I was a shark.
This still, like, just the fact that, like, a shark in the fucking woods that you have to actively control and shit is very funny. Just like this, like, I don't know. Let's see, what number would I give this game in terms of, like, a rating?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Yeah, you know, I wonder. I actually don't know.
Than ever.
Like, I want to say a 7. And that sounds, like, kind of tacky, because, like, a lot of people, like, a lot of, like, reviewers would say 7, but yeah, I don't do like the fucking weird IGN thing of like we're gonna call it a 7 and then like not actually like, you know, like every game is a 7. Like no, like I actually enjoy it quite a bit, but it's just the fact that like I think it's a very like one and done thing that I feel like there's not gonna be much replay value for this.
I grabbed on tight.
I mean, I could see some scenarios of maybe replaying it to see like some stuff you missed, like in the beginning. You know, like oh, this is how.
Everything had changed.
Let's see, hold on. Slither through the boat and head upstairs. Follow the sound of singing.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
And you will see a drunk sailor saying, "What shall we do with the drunken sailor?"
I was big and moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, that's the person singing "Drunken Sailor." Early in the morning. Sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. You know, when I hear this song in terms of like the actual lyrics, the only thing I think of is like a lot of time I just think of Dishonored now. It seems like having to wait around quite a bit for the second to I mean, I know it's like a full ass song, but still. Early in the morning. Especially when it repeats that part in the middle, like every time. Yeah, no, like, yeah, I think if I felt like there was more replay value and maybe the game could go a little bit quicker, I feel like I'd probably put the game higher. Like, I'd probably put it at least at like an 8, if not an 8.5. But in terms of, because I feel like there's going to be major issues with replayability. Hey, there we go. Okay, well, you know what? He's drunk, he's happy with what the fuck he's done, I guess. And, yeah, that's 100% of the game, fuck yeah. But yeah, there's other, like, I don't know, if I were to take another game that's like, I don't know, what, like, okay, if I were to Google, let's Google walking simulator games. What do we get here? We get, actually a lot of these I haven't played. I don't know why the fuck they put Cyberpunk 2077 on this random fucking list here. That's clearly not one of those games. Okay, well, they have like Stanley Parable listed, but I don't know. It's just like Stanley Parable feels like it's not the same type. I mean, I guess if you went through like every single fucking ending, maybe, but there's so much replayability with those endings. It's like a little bit different. It says, okay, so this one has a list of like what remains of Edith Finch on it, so and it says like $20. And to be honest, is this game worth $20? You know, I feel like it's more worth like 10, 15 to be honest. That might seem a little nitpicky, but I don't know. Like it's very, because there's a lot of cool things the game does. You know, I'll say like 7.5 for my score. Right, because there's like a lot of cool fucking things the game does. I think as someone who lives in Washington and has been to many areas that are like wooded like this, it definitely does give a pretty, what I feel like is accurate representation of like what like a Washington forest would like feel like. It definitely had a good vibe with that. In terms of like so it's like, okay, they're talking about the different deaths of like these characters in their fucking lives, right? So it's like, okay, this makes sense in terms of like like, oh, you know, okay, so the first this girl dies, right? And so now she's like having a hallucination because she ate some fucking, you know, she ate some like poison berries or some shit. And now we get to be a bunch of different, you know, it gives an excuse for gameplay excuse of like being different animals to like hunt and kill like creatures. Here's a fucking here's one about a child star, and like that's framed in the idea of, oh, this is a comic book that we're reading. You know, here's an idea of like this person who like was a druggie, and then once they get off the drugs, and then they find their life devoid of meaning, and so like as he's imagining this fucking weird video game world in his head, he's like chopping fucking fish at a cannery. And you're doing that, but you're also controlling the fucking video game in his head the entire time, and it's becoming like more and more extravagant the longer it goes on. Until it's some like big fucking thing. It's like there's just like there's a bunch of moments like that in this game. Like I can keep listing more obviously, but like the point is like there's a bunch of inventive ways to have you like continue onward of like killing these fucking people. Which obviously you're not killing them, you're just like witnessing, like, you know, you're getting like an exaggerated representation of how they died, which is like fucking, I don't know, but it's like as from a gameplay perspective, it keeps you more engaged than like if you were to watch the story. So I guess in terms of that, there are definitely some things that are like, as I said earlier, like you probably wouldn't get as much from like if you just watched a playthrough, like you probably wouldn't need to play the game. There's definitely some parts I would say would be better to play the game, like doing some of the like cool puzzle shit with like the books, and doing some of the cool like gameplay segments there. Like I feel like those would add, you know, something to it, right? Like more than just watching it. Not by much still, I feel like, but I feel like it had enough to at least like justify, you know, trying it out. And I also like that the game like slowly reveals like this whole fucking lineage of like, and then you're filling out your book to find out like more and more of like, oh, this is what happened to them, this is what happened to them, right? And yeah, it's all like unique, and then it's all drenched in this fucking like somber fucking tone throughout the entire game, and then it's like still like fighting in the face of like the inevitability of like, I mean, just the inevitability of death in general. Especially at the like fucking super misfortune of like all these people, to the point that even the main character you're playing as ends up obviously dying, and then it's her kid that like read that, and then he's like visiting the grave and then continuing onward. So yeah, I don't know, it's really fucking cool. I would recommend it to people, I guess. I mean, yeah, I definitely recommend it, right? Once you like see a playthrough, or once you do a playthrough, I don't know if there's like a whole lot more past that point, but like I think as a one-off experience, it is very, it is worth its time for sure. Like I was never bored playing this game. And it's not necessarily like really a long game, but yeah, I was definitely like, not only was I not bored, I was actually actively invested in the story of this the entire time. Even once it kind of figured out like, okay, there's no supernatural element, it's all kind of just like normal day-to-day shit. I was still like, I want to see like what new inventive thing they're gonna do next with this. I want to see like what way this dies, and like how the characters are like reacting to, you know. See, I enjoyed it. I guess no need to really ramble on more than that. That's good. Definitely, yeah, I like this game for sure. All right. Since now that game's done, I'm gonna, on my own time, I'm gonna look up to see if like if I can either transfer save for this, or if perhaps I just have to what the fuck, are these all gold trophies? Yo, it has a platinum for the fucking PS5 version, and every other one is a gold trophy. Wow, this is fucking, you know what, the game's 10 out of 10 now. That really is a very surprising set of circumstances. That fucking, I've never seen that type of thing before. Yo, hey, someone got timed out because they were fucking view bot for trying to do the buy followers shit. Fuck you. Ban you. See you later. Oh, I love when that happens. Anyway, but this is the first time I've seen a game like this where it does like, I mean, I've seen a game before, like for example, like say the Life is Strange, where it does like, okay, there's different episodes, say on like PS3 or whatever, right? And it's like set up as an episodic thing, and the trophies are different. But then when they like release it, I think it's Life is Strange that does this anyway. I could be wrong, but I know there's a game for sure that does it, like where it's an episodic thing, and then when they release it as like a full package, it comes with like a different set of trophies. So I don't know if that's, I mean, that's clearly not what happened here, so I don't know why the trophies are actually different. I don't know why they're all gold trophies and one platinum. It's very odd too, because like I never otherwise have I seen a game get a platinum that otherwise like didn't originally have a platinum. So that's definitely something I'm gonna want to look into. I wonder if that affects the trophy hunting aspect of it at all. But I don't know, that's a problem for future me to fucking worry about. Let's